All right, everyone. Welcome to Mr. Hobbs's Gamerhood. I suppose instead of having Stu front and center, I should have myself. Anyway, so here is a lesson, people. When you have games set up and people don't make them and they don't tell you why, then you have to kick back and punt. Fortunately, I've got a good group of guys and we have a lot of stuff to return. Hey, why don't one of you guys get on the Twitch and see if you can actually hear stuff? Because that's been a problem in the
Okay.
past. Doesn't look like it should
Twitch.
be a problem, but
Yep, I can.
all right. Can you hear everyone, or just me, or just you?
Well, I heard you, but I didn't double echo everybody.
All right.
Hello.
All right. Awesome.
Yep, definitely heard myself echo back at me with a little bit of delay. So
Awesome. So that's exciting, y'all. We we're gonna give JDR some time. The question is, do we want to talk about Lost in Agata, where we left off, what the heck's going on, or do we
Sure.
not and just shift off? All right, then. Well, let's start where we should and introduce the second most important people in the game. I am in rare form already, people. Mr. Brasco, would you like to introduce yourself and your character?
I sure can. Hi, my name's Craig, and I'm playing Briseis, the cleric. There you go.
That's it? Nothing else about
Oh, sorry.
Briseis?
She is a blade dancer, so she's like a special priestess of a cult that worships like a warrior goddess, and she's here to prove herself in battle. There you go.
Nice. There were some cool stuff that's happened to Briseis since this campaign started. Like, who was that? I was trying to remember this. Who was that weird dude who healed Briseis in that?
Oh yeah.
What was that thing called, Eric? Do you remember? I know you remember.
I remember the
Forgot.
situation. I don't remember the dude's name.
Okay, well, I'll have to find
Let me
It's
it.
check my
the
character
weird,
sheet.
the weird flesh stitcher guy with the alchemical stuff.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Which he healed me, but there was a consequence. We don't know what that is yet.
Right. It would be fun to play this game more and find these things out. All right,
Dude.
awesome. Eric.
Hi, I'm Eric, and I'm not a cleric. Um, I am Shola the thief, and yeah, this we haven't played this game in so long that I'm looking at this map and remembering how absolutely screwed we are right now.
Which is why we weren't playing until everyone was here. That could be. Awesome, Stu.
yeah, so I'm Stu. I am playing Jarn Faramold, a blacksmith from Uthram who headed to the city of Barth looking for the man responsible for his master's death. The lead there kind of went cold, but he ran into his buddy Elmore, who hooked him up with this group, who then went down into a hole and is now facing certain death. So it's good times.
Wow.
Good,
Yeah.
good times. Thaddeus Moore.
What's up?
He's busy trying to give
Hey,
you
it's
money.
More, I play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm trying to send Jason money,
He's trying to give you money. Yeah.
but I can't.
We're
There's no way to
introducing
do it.
ourselves and our characters.
My name's Thaddeus Moore. I play Fareed. He's a halfling. In Lost in Agata, I play a character named Ulmataz, who is a Konika's school magician. He's very proud of that. He wears a cone-shaped hat. His spells have cone-based effects.
Nice. You got
Cool
there.
beans.
It took a little while, but you got there, sir. I'm impressed. All right, so that's taken care of. It's 7:36. We haven't heard from JDR at all. I mean, I know they just released the Broadsword magazine. He could be doing any number of things.
It's 7:36. Do you know where your Justins are?
So,
Right.
all right, what do you guys think? What do you want to do?
We don't really have like a you can NPC my character thing, so or do we?
No, not really.
Not really. So I don't feel like that's fair. I don't know.
I think the reason we waited mostly for you, because besides, that we value your company, is that you're a cleric.
Yeah, sure.
And that this
Thank
is
you.
like a situation in which if we didn't have you, we would absolutely have no chance.
Right.
But there's also the question of if we didn't have a precedent, is it okay to play without him?
Right.
I would also say, Thaddeus, I think Eric knows what's going on.
In reference to what?
The bits. Because I'm not an affiliate or I'm not to
Well, how do we make you an affiliate?
I have to get, there's a stages that you have to get through.
Yep.
Follower,
Needs-
like I have 50
right.
followers or so many. I would have been, but I haven't been, we haven't been playing enough that I haven't had enough streams within a month because you have to reach so many things within a month. Is
Like
video
three consecutive viewers or something.
Well, there's a whole list of things that is
Yeah, there's a
We'll
necessary.
get there.
The number one thing on that list is we need to be more entertaining, is what I'm hearing.
I don't know about
What?
that.
Okay.
I'm gonna break your legs. You're
Can we-
slow.
Can we have Hobbs and Friends sponsored grants for Stu to go to improv school?
Yeah, I support that.
I like that.
Yeah, if
But what if he uses
Golly,
the
shit.
improv school to like start his own channel and he abandons us?
Ooh, that's some
That-
quality drama though. That fuels the show.
Is that how you view my character, Thaddeus?
It's like the Olympics.
Man, I'm just saying, when you introduce money into friendships and fun, that's why I'm
Oh
against
my
paid
gosh.
dungeon masters. You heard it here first. Well, maybe not here first, but
I mean, I actually completely agree with you.
Yeah, it is kind of lame. I agree.
if
Yeah.
I find anyone taking money, I'm gonna stand there with a billboard, free game master.
All right, everyone, let's get out of this roll 20,
Okay.
and I'm making
So
an
we're
executive
White
decision,
Sands.
and we'll head over to, yeah, what the hell is it called? Best Served Cold, or is it called White Sands? I don't remember.
You call it both.
I actually have like 3 different campaigns in the White Sands area now, so
Oh, that's why you call it Best Served Cold. Because when we started playing, it was like My Revenge Quest.
yes.
Now I do have a White Sands game listed, but I don't have Best Served Cold.
Wait,
I think I got to add stats for Galdel. It's the same attribute scores as in Lost and Agata, right? You did the enhanced rolls for White Sands, is that right?
Yes.
Cool. I just did it in there then. Okay. Oh, this will be fun.
You get to be a dwarf who collects lizard man heads.
Yeah, who would have thought in another Hobbs game, kind of grumpy dwarf who has a thing against lizards? Who would have thought?
Never saw it coming.
All right, I see Farid and I see Nejma. I do not see anyone else.
Coming.
Brasco?
Let me make sure this is the right game.
It is.
Okay. Now I don't. Okay. I'm not going to say anything until I check something.
You have an old character in here.
Oh, I have Eric. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have Eric Hill. Nice.
So this is actually a pretty interesting story because the very first campaign that took place in the White Sands, Brasco played in.
That's right. And I'm kind of. This is just another aspect of this character, I guess we'd say.
No, this is a different area, man. Make it different.
Totally
character.
different?
Yeah, totally different.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I remade Eric Hill.
Oh my gosh.
I thought you were cool with that. Well, jeez. Now what am I
He could
gonna
certainly
do?
be a different person who is interested in making money as a thief.
I'll just pick a different name.
Yeah.
I also
That's all I
support picking a different name for my sanity.
Yeah. Fair enough. There's only one Eric Hill, Jaman.
Well, it's like Mark in Kalmata with his character Eric.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Eric.
You know what the duchy in Barrowmaze is called?
Mm-mm.
Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Is
that with a K?
So good.
It's with an A and a K. It's my name with an A on the front.
Oh, I see. All right. That's pretty cheeky.
All right, since
Um,
we are in White Sands, geez, I don't know how often do I have to kind of give a rundown of the campaign before it gets tiring.
I don't know.
When we last left off,
Surely our many
Not
viewers
heroes.
would love to know what we're getting into.
Yeah, there's none. They're
But
like,
there
It's
could
us.
be.
we-
There could be at any time.
we are the viewers.
We watched this briefly, and yeah, this was dumb. So let's get the heck out of here. All right, so here we go. in the small free town of Hava. It's a small village located on the Derrick Road that travels around the Badlands and the White Sands of Opjamar. Is someone laughing because of my voice or what?
No.
I'm laughing that it's the Derrick Road
Why?
because everything sounds like Eric. What the fuck?
Hey,
I would think so.
have you ever heard that you don't notice certain cars until you buy one and then you see them everywhere?
Yeah.
I think that's what's happening, Eric. Right now, all you're doing is looking. Damn cans from the jerk. But anyhow, it's
Nice
probably pronounced
reference.
Daric because it's the name of the gold pieces that I use in this setting. That's why it's called that. We'll change that pronunciation so it doesn't sound like Eric. The Daric Road. I gotta find the. I have this somewhere.
Excuse me. Oh.
All right, here we go. Found it. So Hava is a small village that's slowly losing itself in the encroaching sands of Opjamar. I gotta change all of my stuff. Why doesn't someone else talk for a while? Eric, why don't you talk about White Sands, your character Nejma?
Sure. So this town, as Hob said, is a town that is slowly losing itself in the sand. It's like an old, I guess in my mind, I think of it if like you took like a Greco-Roman settlement, from the classical period, and then the desert over 500, 600, 1,000 years covered it. And now there's a sort of medieval-ish sort of fantasy pseudo-esque Arab people living in the area. And they have like appropriated this town and they're living on it and in it, but the sands are slowly swallowing all the buildings. And there's like an outskirts of the town that is separated by dunes, which is being swallowed. And there's a guy who's in the process of uncovering the dunes or uncovering the buildings in the dunes, the old ancient city that's buried and the treasures beneath. We've actually got some loot from there because there's these Yakim, these sort of lizard men type guys, desert lizard men, sometimes traders, sometimes raiders that we've mostly been fighting in this campaign. They attacked a caravan, which we found last session, a bunch of camels that a trader had us go look for. And they've also been in this sort of buried ruined section of town, and they've injured the cartographer. Was he Hobbs? Yeah, the cartographer that was uncovering that area, and he's still resting at the cutter, the Akutra, the doctor type person.
Awesome. So, did you say anything about your character?
No, my character is Nijma. She is a fighter, and she is what are the people called, Hobbs? You're sort of Berber-esque
The
people.
Shadar?
Yeah, she's a Shadar, and she's part of a nomadic desert people, and she's sort of become citified as she moved to the city and joined a gang, but she's been betrayed by one of the sort of ruling families, the Rajas in the city, and her whole gang was wiped out. Sort of a betrayal conflict, and she was left horribly disfigured. She covers her face with a veil at all times because she's missing basically the entire front of her nose and her cheeks and stuff. She looks like a ghoul from Fallout. And so she's out to get revenge, and she needs money and friends to do it.
Nice. So, Stu.
Yeah, so after my last character met an untimely death to the scaly Yakim last session, I have taken over a hireling, Galdal, who is a mercenary here in Hava, who has a really sad story that led to him being here that I look forward to uncovering as I have more time to think about it. But he is a dwarf, and he has a grudge against the Yakim, which is fitting given how much trouble they've been to everyone in this particular campaign. So I'm looking forward to playing him.
Awesome. Thaddeus.
I play Farid. He is a halfling, which are immigrants to these lands, at least at some point in the history that hasn't been determined yet. He is a cutthroat, a thief, and a scoundrel. He seeks to enrich himself, and if his comrades get rich too, that's fine, but mostly he's out for himself.
Wow.
Oh.
I had
Justin
no
might hop
idea.
on, guys.
I saw that. So
Yeah, okay.
that makes me wonder now, are we supposed to?
Your call, buddy. I mean, we're already in here. I'm okay with whatever you want to do.
I really kind of wanted to get finished with that section of,
We could do it.
but I'm okay with it, whatever. Is anyone actually watching that would be super confused either way? Does anyone see?
I
see.
I'm confused either way, and I'm
I
watching.
see 4 people watching.
Oh, we got a new person. Oh, nice. Just in time.
Nice.
Eric, I'm Twitch dumb. If someone joins after the chat has been going for some time, can they see the previous chat history or no?
No.
Oh man, see, it's almost you have to like constantly greet people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of you guys should be responsible for that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we'll have to do to make your Twitch. Like, we'll need some moderators. We'll need to put a chat bot in there to auto moderate, so like you don't get spam like Cialis messages and stuff in your chat.
We'll wait until that becomes an issue.
Sure.
Yeah, how
Well,
old
I
are you
mean-
now, Hobbs? I'm sorry.
Like 3 weeks ago or
Diabetes.
4 weeks ago, there were messages like that in your chat.
There were?
Yeah, it happened once from my reckoning.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Mm.
I thought that was just some weird people.
No, it's a chat bot.
You're famous, Hobbs.
They look at new channels and they just send them out, and auto moderators often take care of those things with.
Right.
All right, boys. So where's Justin at? Did he pop into the Google yet?
Yeah.
He's hydrating, man. He's got to stay hydrated.
I see.
Are we switching? Are we staying here, or are we switching back?
I think my my initial vote would be to switch back. I'd like to get that done, and this should really be a backup game, not a game where we have 5 or 6 players. It could take that, but
Sure.
that's my thought process anyway.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
No worries.
All right, so here we
Sorry,
go.
folks.
Is he actually coming in? That's the question.
Don't know.
All right. I guess we'll go back and get that situated. All right.
Okay. We're not going to switch back again, though, right?
Nope.
Oh,
No.
I would look forward to it if we did.
You're like, whatever.
Or just jump in Kalmata, maybe. Like, how many games could we possibly jump?
A lot. I have a ton of
It's
that.
possible.
Just play them all at once, dude.
Some low fantasy gaming. Get it
That's
going.
right. Yeah, we'll switch
Oh
over.
man.
We'll switch over
Good
to
game.
that.
How's that going, Hobbs? Have you absorbed the rules and got a good read of the system? Do you want to talk about that at all or no?
I think so. I mean, I really just want to play it.
Yeah,
Find out.
I haven't
really.
seen a lot about it.
It's a
But
fun game.
Hello, 2 viewers that have joined. We're switching back. We had someone that couldn't join us for our regular game, so we switched to our kind of interim game. But now it turns out they can join us, so we're in the process of switching back to our normal game.
Well said.
I don't think we had
Thanks,
any.
Brasco. I look forward to that encouragement.
I don't think we had any. It's still just the 3 of us.
I see 6.
I see 6, man.
Oh, I only see 3.
Wow.
But cool, guys. Welcome, people.
Welcome.
Welcome to Lost in Agata. All right. Still no JDR.
Honestly, at this point, can you just describe the situation? Because it's been so long that I don't remember all the particulars of like who took damage and all that stuff.
Well, I'm not
Okay.
going to remember. You guys are going to have to be responsible for that.
Wow.
I think I can answer that actually. I believe Jarn is the only character that has taken damage. So our way was blocked as we were escaping the large skeletons and the ooze and possible magic user that seemed to be leading them in the chamber to the south. We bolted back the way we came. We passed the branch in the hallway that seemed a little precarious. You know, there were stones that were falling from the ceiling a bit. And it wasn't clear. It didn't seem like the way was blocked, but we did not go down that fork that we're past right now. But then we ran into the two of these really fat zombie guys that at least seemed to resist slashing damage based on the description. So I got grabbed by one and bitten, and I think I got lucky. I only did like 2 points of damage, but I lost 3 points of Constitution. So
All right, so I'm going to get a little bit deeper. He did have to make a saving throw. So as I'm pretty sure you're aware, you were searching for a path into the pit of Vitash that didn't go through the main hole at the end of Tynok's trail. During that, you found a ruin that seemed ancient, possibly older than the pit itself, and found a magically sealed entrance. And when you went down inside, you found these humanoidish skeletons that you dealt with, and some sort of other creature full of eldritch power. You dispatched all of them, examined the altar, and eventually found a path that lowered. Somehow it had like an elevator room that lowered it into a lower chamber. Fought some more of these skeletons and continued on until you reached this large room. Briseis, forcing skeletons away from her with the power of Iana. She found them genuflecting to a powerful-looking wizard of some sort. And in that room, there were multiple skeletons and a couple of these obese and horrible creatures covered in blood and gore and a glowing emblem on their foreheads.
Oh, sorry guys.
Hey.
It's been a long ass day. Been outside all day.
All right, well,
Okay.
we're playing, so you're going to have to get into it. I'm describing the situation. Eric, are you going to put your screen or no?
Oh, you want me to? Yeah, sure. I didn't know that's how we're doing it.
We're still in that fight, right?
All right. Give me a sec to move all my windows to the right monitors.
And so you guys fled that fairly quickly, quite, I won't say frightened, but using the better part of valor to flee the room using flaming oil to blockade the hallway behind you. The words of this likely undead humanoid, demi-human. He was tall, and he seemed to have similar features to the skeleton, so you're assuming he's a still semi-living creature of that. A large pool was before him, and some sort of strange creature was being drawn from it as you fled. So thinking your way was clear, you could hear his words echoing that the path was blocked and they will escape once more back into the world since you had freed them. That's when you found that the path ahead also had these massively obese creatures. And then you engage them. So behind you, this rolling smoke from the oil that you had lit on fire, and the cacophony of the skeletal creatures calling and banging on their shields as they're getting ready to leap over the flames. And before you, Jarn was just dropped by one of these creatures. His strength and energy being sucked from him. Is that good? You guys remember now?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I advertised this game as let's see if Elmore survives. So
Yeah, you made the event thing his Justin's picture.
yes.
Yeah.
You gonna pay him royalties for that?
Whoa.
I couldn't find Briseis's, or I was going to use that one. It was too big or something. I can't remember. Anyway, so what we will do is, some of you, I do know that Ulamataz already used his magic missiles.
Yes.
And I don't know if some people are injured or not.
I'm okay. Can I attempt to turn again?
Well, we would have to re-roll initiative. I do believe that you guys just lost initiative when we stopped, because you can
Yep.
scroll up and see that that is what happened.
Yep.
That's right.
All right.
About to
So,
get fucked.
does anyone have any questions? Thaddeus? Thumbs up if you guys are just ready to roll. Eric? Stu?
Vocal thumbs.
Okay. Stu?
I don't know.
Oh, Stu, you were locked up on my video. No wonder you weren't changing. Okay, we'll go
The thumb. I had one
Stu?
thumb up and one to the
Stu?
side, just because I assume I might die here, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I have to do. I have to click this so people can see what we're doing. All right, so the map is up, and so you can see these creatures that are there. I'll even show up a closer look.
Gruesome. Gnarly.
You can see they have some sort of chaos symbol branded in their skulls.
Yeah. Dark and wicked magic.
I'm pretty grossed out by their like gout feet and like their cankles. Like those things. Like,
Those are beyond cankles. Those are way above
Yeah.
that.
It's making me self-conscious about my own nutrition, really.
zombie cankles ankles.
Makes me hungry for bugles.
I think they want some bugles.
I think
They shall have some.
Ooh, I think they already had their fill. So both of the creatures, well, I guess they really can't. I have to re-roll that. Sorry, that doesn't make sense. So the first one has some options. Nope. Both of the creatures are attacking Stu, apparently.
Jesus.
Jarn.
That's what I would do.
They slavering, fresh blood dripping from the mouth of one of them after
It was so tasty the first time.
biting into the young Uthran. You're an Uthram, right?
Yep.
Oh boy. That's what I rolled last time.
AC of 3.
That hits AC 3. Did you already
Uh,
get rid of your shield? Or no?
I have not, but I think I'm going to this time.
Yeah, that's nice.
wait for the damage first, unless you're at like 1.
Yeah, fair. Well, okay. Yep. That'll put me down to 3. But then I also have to make a save.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the 3.
You got a backup shield?
I do not.
Yeah, so it slashes into him and draws you close. Make a saving throw.
Versus.
Spells, I believe. Nope, poison.
Poison.
I'd like to say it. Save versus death, please.
Yeah.
There you
Boom.
Ooh.
go. Wow.
All right, so basically you get your shield, you take the damage, but you fend off, the flab. Press up into one of its flaccid mammaries.
Ugh.
Shove it off enough that it doesn't get a bite on you.
Ew.
Turgid zombie boob.
How'd you know the name of my metal band?
Good taste.
All right, but behind the Umataz, as this happens, you can hear some clacking and kind of a harsh wail as it looks like one of the skeletal creatures leaped through, and you can see like the tatters of his bones, steaming as it collapses, as the flames were still high enough to destroy it, but they clatter onto the ground, and smoke and dust kind of billows up the hallway towards you.
Nice.
What are you laughing at, Justin?
I don't know. It was just for some reason that I was glad that's one less that can, that seems threatening.
Oh, that was all fluff. I didn't really take any of these miniatures off. Anyway.
Well, I got excited for a second.
All right, Ulamataz, what are you going to do?
Well, I have no more spells, so I'm very limited to what I can do from that position. I can't hit any of the man boob guys. Yeah. I guess I'll turn to face the rear and prepare to defend the rear.
All right. I like that. Rear guard, so to speak. Briseis.
These horrific undead need to be sent back to the abyss where they came from.
Indeed.
So I'll hold up the holy symbol of Yana and curse them.
Do your best.
Right.
Well, you
There you
probably
go.
should have said that you were going to do that before we rolled initiative. So I don't know if you said that last game or not, but
I don't remember. To be honest, I don't remember.
it's a joke.
Okay. I can roll a die to see if I was telling the truth.
That'll
There
be
you
a
go.
sense motive check, please.
All right, so
Yeah.
they kind of seem to let out a gibbering cackle as the flare of Iana's light starts to brighten, and then it just seems to be dampened, almost dark clouds of the smoke gathering around the holy symbol, and the call for Iana's aid goes unheeded.
Damn.
Oh,
You
we're not
witch.
worthy. The pit that some of these demons are undead on the world.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Shola.
How tall are the ceilings?
I think they were curved up, kind of in the Gothic form, so the
Yeah.
edges being about 8 feet and the very apex 10.
How tall is Huto?
I would say 5'11".
How tall are the zombies?
There are no zombies.
How tall are the creatures with man boobs?
About 5 feet.
It's like a courtroom.
I'm trying to decide whether or not I can pole vault these things.
They're wide and thick.
They're mushy.
All right, so as some of you guys may know, I don't want you to feel like all you can do is swing. You can do anything because I do have this new combat system that will help me determine how that works.
Wait, what?
Okay. Wait, what?
Tell us more, Dungeon Master.
Well, I've put it all over the Discord for quite some time.
Yeah.
I
Try
thought
it out.
I was under the understanding that we were only playing with the stealth Brian Tackle rules for now.
These aren't the Brian Tackle mandates. These are
The Hobbs' mandate.
the Gamerhood grappling rules.
Oh,
Oh.
You want us to grapple these things?
No, grappling
doing
is
that.
maybe a misnomer. It's just really you're just fighting. You're just
oh
fighting.
shit!
except-
That's why I didn't read them.
No, it's really just about fighting. It's just an addendum that you can add on to try and control.
Okay.
Is that under rules questions?
It wouldn't be in this. It would be on the other Discord. It doesn't really matter. Don't worry about it. But Hudo, this might be a good opportunity. If you're willing to sacrifice Hudo, he could help get you guys out of this situation. But this is where he'll fall
Well,
if it is successful.
Better Hudo than me.
fair enough.
This maybe seems a little unfair, but hey, I'm
Well-
fine with it.
I mean, I'm down to sacrifice the now NPC, but it's also like, if we sacrifice him now, do we lose our chances in that he's a competent fighting man?
Yeah,
True.
I do hesitate to just play that card directly as opposed to treating him like a hireling, whatever that might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
That
he's
might be a waste.
he's a fighter. He's a competent fighter. He can hack and slash better than my character can.
I almost like the idea of I was considering, I don't know, man, these things are so stocky though. I was gonna just tumble on their legs and kind of trip them up, and we get a single passage out past one. But
We also have no idea what's to the behind us to the right, except for like some rubble.
yeah,
So we
Very
could always attempt to
dangerous.
escape.
A very dangerous passage is what you guys read it as. Like the ceiling was really weakened, and when you started to even do anything, some bits and stuff fell down, if you recall. All right, so Shola, if you don't know what you're doing, let's ask Elmore.
I will swing.
Go ahead, sir.
Oh, whoa, what the? I hit something that I did not mean to hit. Let's see here. Here we go. Battle axe. What do I get? Hit an AC 5 for 3 damage.
All right.
Ta-da.
And that was the only one that you can reach.
Yep, the one directly diagonal from me.
You're using battle axe, a two-handed axe, correct?
Here.
Okay. Yeah, so you slash into it. The blubber doesn't seems to impede the blow some.
Cool.
Shola, are you got anything?
Was that a hit on his battle axe? Sorry.
Seemed like it.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Did you roll advantage on your damage, Justin?
Sure. No. That's the 8, right?
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Just trying to maximize the situation here.
There it is.
Well
I'll
played.
attack with my spear, the one I can then, since we're fighting. So, one second.
I'll be right back.
Mhm.
Nope, that's
Oh,
definitely a
geez.
miss.
So Ulamataz is quite certain that they will be breaching that fire very soon.
I alert my comrades.
All right.
Maybe we can collapse it. The fire should help.
So, all right.
Seems dangerous.
I see there's a little bit of space between this fat undead thing and the wall. Is that an area that I can move within?
You
If I
would
stay
have to,
within his reach?
you would have to try and he's blocking that area.
Okay.
So you would actually have to try and slip past him, and you could try that if you'd like.
I think my intent would be to try to maintain his attention and like draw him towards this corner to at least get an opening.
Like
So
some sort of feint or something.
yeah, basically try to almost push past him this way, and try to maintain his attention. Whether I get a half-hearted swing or something in, if I manage to push past, something like that would be my intent. But however we want to resolve that, I think I want to try to do that, just to try to either split them up or draw his attention a little bit further away.
All right, so here we go. So you're gonna I'm gonna tell you how many d6 you should roll. All right.
All right.
So you're gonna roll. Are you gonna try to attack as well, or are you dropping your weapon to use both of your hands to do it?
I could see myself like maybe holding the weapon but leaning into the shield and just trying to like push past, like while it's screaming at him as I kind of either push past and run by, trying to get his attention to like follow me a square away to leave a gap. It would be my
What are
my
your
goal.
physical attribute mods? So strength, dex, and con. What's the average of those?
14, 8, and 9. You want actual average? 14 and 9 plus 8 divided by 3. 0.3 repeating.
Okay. So no bonus there. What kind of armor are you wearing?
I'm wearing plate.
All right. So you are a fighter. It looks like you have a ton of minuses against you. So you're basically going to get 2d6, and this creature is going to get 3d6 for control. Okay.
Okay.
But only 2d6 ever count. And all this is doing is basically deciding who has control in the fight. So if you wanted to attack as well, you could still attack in this. It would just be minus another d6, but 2d6 is always the lowest that you roll. So it's like if you rolled 5d6, you would just take the best 2.
So knowing that I'm already kind of at a disadvantage, I could get a swing in anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
All right.
Interesting.
What would you like first?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so here's my 2d6. Ooh, not
That's
good.
pretty bad.
Yep.
Damn.
Ooh, so it only got a 2, so it only got 1 higher than you because the most dice it can
Sure.
take is 2. So, but the rest, it's almost like advantage, right? So
Yep.
basically, on the control, you would be at minus 1 die, and it would be at plus 1 die, which means you're definitely not going to get past it. But you're basically trying to. So now it's kind of smashing you in that edge there. But you can go ahead and do your damage or attack with your sword.
Sure. All right. Yeah, I guess I forgot about that. So last round I did swing hit, but we saw like slashing didn't seem to do much. I was intending to switch weapons. Is that too much to do between?
No, I don't care.
Okay, cool. So hammer it is. We'll see if that makes a difference. No. All right.
They are trying to run away. Isn't this Isaac Essels? Is that who SCCLS is? Do we know? No, nobody knows.
Yeah, we're trying.
All right. Yeah, so you basically are trying to use your hammer, and it just kind of bounces off, and the odor of fecal matter, fetid breath, death, and gore and blood are strong in the nostrils of Jarn.
Alrighty.
So you're almost kind of impeded just by his mass, as he has you kind of pinned up against the side, and his like the sharpened claws and the face is very close as you're trying to keep it off of you. Is that everyone but Hudo?
Yes. So.
What is Hudo doing?
I don't know if anybody else has a strong opinion, but I would like to think like at the front, seeing this scramble to try to like push past them. Maybe he would try a similar thing, but I'm open to if the group thinks otherwise. Because like Olmataz has noticed that they're about to breach the fire. Things are getting more desperate. Like we're screaming like move.
Yeah.
Get out the way.
Makes sense.
All right, so he gets +1. What kind of armor is he wearing? Is anyone looking at his sheet?
I'll pull it up.
I'm pretty sure it's a heavy
Yeah,
armor.
pretty sure.
Oh, plate. Yep.
All right, so he I think he was using his short sword, right? What's that?
That's a pretty baller though.
Yeah,
16,
awesome.
15, and 14. Yeah.
All right, so basically, he shouts, he throws down his weapon, and he goes, "Prepare yourselves to flee, Briseis. This must be the prophesied moment." And he will try and grapple with the dude and push him out of the way. Okay.
Gross.
All right.
Okay.
So someone roll 3d6.
I'll get it.
Yes, sir. Cool. Nice.
Okay, so I got a 7, and that's versus 10. So 3 control is definitely enough to do that.
He's a hero. And I was looking out for him.
I don't think Briseis did anything yet.
She tried to turn, remember?
Oh, okay, she did. So everyone did do something. So it's initiative again.
Okay.
But Hudo has no weapon. He has thrown his short sword down.
Oh, okay.
So he's basically, he's a big Serenian, right?
Yeah.
So he's like covered in tattoos, and he's getting scarred and obviously grossed out as he almost picks this creature bodily up and then shoves it backwards farther into the room. Wait a second. How many points was that? I don't remember.
Thanks.
10 versus
Into 7.
7. All right, so he's at +3. All right, and you were at -1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so initiative.
Who's rolling that?
You, sir.
Me? All right. You say it. You do it. All right.
Yes.
There you go.
Goddamn.
All right.
Dang.
All right, who's going?
Well, are we escaping?
Hell yeah.
I'd be like screaming like run, and I might like I'm already kind of right here engaged with them. I assume maybe we would keep trying to press to give everybody a way out and try to follow behind immediately.
That'd be fighting with
Are you trying to disengage as well, Jarn?
If they move back in, then no one's getting out. I don't know. I'm thinking I would stay around and try to like hold off with my shield up, pushing the one back, and then I would try to follow behind in the following round.
All right, so
Heroic.
who's going?
I'm leaving.
I'm definitely running.
Yep, I'm running. Well, Now, will I have to do like a fighting withdrawal, like half my movement to get past them because they're
Nope.
in?
Nope, he's
No.
pretty affected. So you guys could actually run at your full speed if you wanted to.
Oh, we
Go.
can make it. We can make it to the stairs then.
Go.
I wish we could grab Jar.
Well, didn't the stairs collapse?
No, we had like an hour before they like pop back up themselves or
Right.
something, and we left one of the like a torchbearer or something up there. I think.
We did.
Yeah.
Is that all the far Elmore's going?
Oh, I thought. Do we get rounds, or is it like I didn't know if we were going like round by round?
It is
Double-
round by round, but if you
Triple.
actually run, you can do your triple your movement,
Oh,
which would be metal armor carrying treasure. I'm assuming, yeah, you're carrying treasure, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that would be 60 feet. So that would be
Oh, okay. Wow.
12.
12 spaces.
Yeah.
So
Briseis, you're in leather armor, or are you in chain?
I am in
Chain, probably.
chain. Yeah.
But Ulamataz could run 120.
Like 120. Yeah.
Do it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Move.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get way past me.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
So, Jarn, are you...
Ah, shit.
what were you actually going to do?
So I wanted to give them enough time to get past. I kind of assumed that was me accepting that I'm going to be kind of struggling with this creature to hold him back for this round. But would love to move if I could, but defer to.
Well, you're grappling, right? You're grappled, kind of. You're in the middle of this. So, what do you want to? You're just trying to hold them so they can't do anything else.
Yeah, I didn't want them to be able to block the passage.
Are you gonna?
And if possible, I'll try to disengage. But however you want to resolve it, it's
Okay,
good.
yeah. If you want to, you can try to disengage. Basically, since you are, it's in control right now. You're going to have to beat that, or otherwise, you could very well be put in more control, right?
Okay.
So you get 2d6 and beat a 5. Ooh, 9. So,
Yes.
Nice.
So that would be you beat it by. That's by a lot, right? So I wish Oh, it's a 7. So you're up by 2, and you were only up by 1. So now you're +1.
Okay.
Did you try to swing as you tried to disengage?
I think it would be more of a push off with my shield and try to also escape as opposed to deal damage.
Oh, okay. You would have got another die, but you are so lost on all your other ones that it wouldn't have mattered. So
Okay.
you can be pulled off of it and out of the grappling now if that's what you want.
Yep. However I can get away is good.
Okay, but see, it's right there, so it can still attack you
Sure.
or
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
All right.
Understood.
What about Hudo? Is he going to try and keep holding it, or
Hold the door.
because like he could try and maybe use the one to block the other one to help Jarn, or I mean, there's a lot of things he could actually try to do here, like smash the one he's got held, into the other guy and trying to hold.
Yeah,
them
because
both
he has
back,
control,
or-
right?
Yeah, he has some control. It's not
Yeah.
a great. He'd have to do better than that to like slam him.
Sure.
But he's basically got like one arm tied behind its back almost. He's almost got one like locked, in an arm lock or something.
What do you guys think? I would think maybe pushing, at least trying to push the one into the other would be a fair move.
Because otherwise
like
it's got
that.
a good chance of wasting Jarn, right? So,
That's what I was thinking.
all right, so he gets 3d6.
All right.
Ooh, dang it. I only got a 5.
Holy cow.
And Hudo gets 2.
3.
3d6.
whoa.
There you go.
Yeah, so
There
that's
it
a
is.
10. So he was already +3. You've moved into +8 range. So
Holy cow.
you're well into able to actually do damage now. So he can roll like a d6 plus his strength bonus.
Strength was 2. Okay.
He's not doing too well with the damage rolls, though.
Well,
All right, but he basically has thrown him off.
Very good.
So the whole attempt of this combat system is to actually add some narrative control and basically still have a mechanic that helps you do that.
Okay.
That's what it's for. I don't know if it feels like that, but like I have some baselines of what you can or can't do depending on how much narrative control or how much control you actually have. So it's kind of a quick hack off of the dungeon grappling rules without like control points and all that shit.
Yeah, I like the cumulative effect too. Also, quick sound check, TJ, in the chat. Can't hear Hobbs very well. Can you hear me okay? Go ahead, Hobbs.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I think that's TJ at least.
Oh, I would assume so.
It'd be really funny if it wasn't.
It has to be. I don't understand why it would be quiet though, but probably because I'm using this other mic that I'm turning away from occasionally, and it's a directional mic. Let me see. I can turn up my mic if that helps. We'll try that.
In real time, we can hear you okay, or at least I can.
All right, good. Okay, I'm sure it's because I was turning my head. They're going to be like, oh my God, this is so loud. All right, so it's their turn.
No, you're still pretty quiet.
I have no idea how to fix that. I can look at my sounds.
Also, I'm pretty loud.
I can turn up my levels.
That's a little better.
All right. Let's see what that does. It's very, very interesting. I'm never quite sure. There's so many different things actually happening here that I don't totally know. I can turn up all the stuff if that helps. Anyhow, let's move forward. All right, so basically Hudo has just thrown these guys, and they are going to untangle themselves. And you can hear the skitter of more of these skeletons as the flames die down.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Agreed.
Some kind of strange cackling in an unknown language. Power of eldritch sorcery emanating from behind. All right, initiative.
It's
Beat a 5.
I got a 3.
All right, so these creatures aren't grapplers, so one each is going to attack. Well, we'll see what they do, I guess. Slash R, 1d2. 2d2. Oh, they both attack Jarn.
Dang it.
You're going to have to play Hudo if Jarn dies. If you allow Hudo to be sacrificed, they will attack him.
Hey, wait,
instead of
he has
you.
the dwarven short sword, right?
He threw
He
it
dropped
down.
it, though.
Oh, wait, it's on the ground right now?
Yeah.
Hobbs just wants to kill all of our magic items.
Well, he's not really a man-at-arm. He was a player character, so just like Nebuchadnezzar, he will not probably continue later. We had something planned for him, but I can't remember what it was because it's been so long since we've played. I really should take better notes. All right, that's my offer, though. They can both attack Hudo instead of Jarn if you're willing to allow him to be sacrificed.
I mean, I'm not attached to him. It just feels kind of
All right,
Dirty.
fine. They attack Jarn.
Let the dice roll.
All right.
You're so honorable. Ned Stark.
I've got my shield.
If they both die, can we save the sword?
Oh, Jesus.
No.
The sword gets swallowed.
The sword
That's
is
one
gone.
hit, right? Oh,
Yeah,
That's
one
not
hit.
good.
all right. Do the damage, please, sir. Ooh, I'm still alive.
But it would get its effect, right? If you
Yeah.
take the damage.
I couldn't remember if it. I can't remember if the effect also did more damage. I don't think it did.
It does something bad, though, right?
That was, he lost Constitution.
Yeah.
Did you lose a hit point from that loss of Constitution because of a bonus?
Oh shit. Hold on.
Oh.
Not yet, but I probably would if I'm. Ooh. Yeah, shield's got to go. Shield's got to go.
Damn.
So I would if I lose another 3, and then I would be down to 1 hit point. So
Yeesh.
the shield is gone.
Yeah, that's a good play.
All right. So the slashing claws of these creatures tread Jarn's shield into nothingness.
Oh.
Correct.
All right. You guys fleeing still? Trying to get the thing moving?
Yes.
You do remember that it is a slow moving thing. All right. What does Jarn do?
We're gonna move. I just don't know that fighting withdrawal is gonna be fast enough. But he's gonna go down if they swing again.
It's a tough one.
You know what? I'll take the chances. He's gonna run. He's gonna book it if they get swings. That's a thing.
They do. Ooh. They missed.
Oh,
It's 11
Lucky.
to 4.
Shit. That was lucky, dude.
All right. What's
did I get
Hudo?
full run speed?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh wait, though, if you take full run speed, you lose 2 points of AC, so they would have gotten a +2.
Then I would just double move. Yes.
No, just single move. There is no double move.
Oh. Okay.
But those are still misses, right? Even with that
Yes.
bonus.
Yes.
I wouldn't have done that. So. Let's just
What's
be-
Hudo doing? Is he gonna block the line or is he coming
Yeah.
with y'all?
Hold the door. Hold the door.
Is he
Ooh,
full?
doo-doo.
Is he good? Let me look at his sheet. What does he got? 9 hit points max.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
He knows Jarn's beat up. I don't know, guys. Do you think it's reasonable for him to be like, run? And he'll take, he can sunder his shield and then run?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, he isn't in combat, so he could at least move over to here, or he
Yeah.
could take a.
I would say he
defensive
does
withdrawal.
a fighting withdrawal. Yeah, fighting withdrawal while Jarn books it. I think that's
All
right.
right.
Without being shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds
Guilt-free.
good. I mean, they're all shenanigans, but whatever. You guys lost or you guys won? I can't remember. You guys lost initiative, so it's initiative
Yeah.
time again.
Okay.
So is Elmore moving? You guys
Didn't we win?
Yeah.
Oh,
One, two, three.
I thought you lost. I got a 5 and you got a 3.
Oh, that was last initiative.
The rest of the group should have moved.
Yeah, I'm at the stairs by now.
Yeah.
That's 30.
Is the white thing the state? Yeah, that's the altar that it goes up.
Yep.
So
The
we
whole
should
thing moves up.
So we should probably stand at the front and get ready to push these things off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand
these-
here with my spear.
This is a stairs. So these stairs shift, right? So when you get up there, these stairs will actually be going down. Right now, they're not going anywhere, right? They're just kind of attached up to the above. But this stairwell here opened and actually goes down that you're in. You know that? You understand what I'm saying? So as the whole floor here went down, it opened up this extra chamber that was also had stairs going down somewhere else. So that's below you. So you guys went upstairs to get up here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's roll initiative.
2.
No.
Oh, 2. You're lucky. These guys' move.
Cumbersome.
Those legs didn't look like they'd be very fast. That's for sure.
Nope. They're lumbering.
Yeah. So they're not very fast. So you guys can go ahead and move.
Well, I mean, we're waiting for the stairs to open.
Jarn and Hudo. But you guys have already
sorry.
attached it, so it is starting to move up. So Jarn and Hudo have to book it up into running speed.
Ramming speed.
So that would be, I don't remember what we said it was. 30?
Oh, I would have moved too much last time.
Yeah, 30, I believe.
Yeah, it's just 3 times movement speed, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Correctamundo.
Looks like you've got a fan, Thaddeus, in the chat.
Yes,
Oh, Rich.
Courtney Campbell.
Oh, Courtney.
He'll get no such pleasure out of me.
You can hear the shouts of this creature that was behind, almost becoming bestial in its need to stop you. You guys can get up there and just kind of fight these creatures off with your weapons as the grating sound of this floor as it rises, blocking off the losses that you have left behind.
R.I.P. Huto.
Hudo made it.
Yeah, he
Oh,
broke a
okay.
leg.
I was confused by his token. My bad.
Does he do an artful dexterity check to grab his dwarven short sword?
No, he didn't.
No,
He
Hobbs
couldn't.
hates magic. He hates whimsy.
He couldn't. No, I don't hate whimsy. It's just that's what happened. That's how he saved you all. That was the sacrifice.
Oh, okay. All right. Sword and stone?
I mean,
No,
he
just-
barely saved anybody.
All right. Back to Carlson, who's standing up here. Oh, hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
All right, yeah. So, like I say, that grates to a halt and stops, and now it seems to make a little more sense that it seemed somehow whatever was down here was trapped by something.
Yeah, well, it can stay trapped, and I'm also super surprised nobody died.
Yeah.
Me too. This game sucks. All right, so now what?
It's close.
Well, let's gear back up and go back down. Let's go get a bunch of henchmen and some bodies to throw at those dudes. And...
Let's
was
put
way too
caution
much.
tape on the door, never come back, bury the entrance, and go to the pit where there are just
okay.
Batmen who want to kill us, not
Hashtag
undead
not
wizards.
recommended.
Their eldritch powers.
Yeah.
Remember when we just fought beastmen and not undead wizards? I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
Yeah, that was
brutal.
cool. That was good. You guys, that was that. Those maneuverings were pretty cool.
Yeah.
That saved the day.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty nasty here.
All right, so you guys go up that stairwell there and escape with all of your ill-gotten gains. As you're fleeing, though, you can. Sounds like you can kind of hear something struggling against the mechanicals. Like there may be something that's necessary to do to reseal the this magical seal that had been placed on the hole below. Because I don't know if you remember, but it had some runes and stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
We should bury it. We should collapse the staircase and bury the whole thing under rubble. Light a fire underneath the thing and just make the whole ground unstable and just bury this whole thing.
Or Ulamataz might be able to use some of his own mystical knowledge to redo the seal.
I will attempt to reseal it with my mystical knowledge. I was a standout at the Conicus School of Magic.
So you're going to basically have to try and reread the
Call
glyphs as you can.
Saran wrappers.
Well, I actually happened to read are these in what is the name of the race?
Rhodeshan.
Yeah, they're in Rhodeshan, and I actually have that as one of my languages.
They actually aren't Rhodeshan.
That's unfortunate. Am I able to read them?
I think you read them originally, but I still have all my best served cold stuff up. So let me get to the right campaign. Since we didn't know what the hell we were playing today.
Man, I make fun of Cody for not having the Barrel Maze book out.
I think it's legit. Legit, man.
Okay.
Let's see where I wrote all this stuff. I have some stuff somewhere of what went down.
Well, while he's figuring that out, what's our plan, guys? Are we going to go back to town or go to the pit? Because we're pretty injured.
Yeah.
Probably should go heal.
I mean, is anyone injured but me?
I think, well, yeah, but you're hurt pretty bad.
I am pretty beat up, but I was just trying to take a tally of how bad we are.
I'm in good shape, but I mean, Ulamataz needs to rest and study
Oh,
his
right.
spells again.
Yeah. So you're the only one hurt, and the wizard has no spells. So
Correct.
We could probably get into a little bit more trouble, but we wouldn't have the wizard.
Craig, does Perseus have cure wounds or anything?
He does not.
Oh,
She's only first level.
She.
got to be the right level, man. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
level 2.
I need to get
for
level
Blade Dancer.
2.
I see.
Well, yeah, for
Didn't know
clearance.
if you had like a wisdom bonus thing or whatever. But
No, I don't.
Okay, so the magical scratchings on the seal are actually in Argonaut.
Oh,
Oh wow.
It stands to reason that the seal, there's some older stuff that was on there, but this stuff looks newer. And we'll say within the seal or whatever, there is the signature of the wizard that wrote them, and it is Vitash.
Does it say Conicus rules afterwards?
Nope, it says squares are the best. Cubism is beyond all.
The lost cubicists.
We're all about rhomboids here.
So I don't know if you guys remember, but Vitash was this famed wizard from
Necromancer.
Argos.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
a
right.
dragon summoner or something like that.
Dragon Summoner.
All right, so anyway, you could use this since you don't have a spell slot to use. You could use hit points.
whoa,
Hey, this is like,
Except gander them hit points.
yeah.
So it
Sure.
basically,
I have 6 hit points. I'm willing to sacrifice them to. I'm guessing blood. Would that be?
yeah, basically it's blood and soul energy. So like it's
I'll sacrifice 4 out of my 6 hit points in an attempt to close the
Blood,
book.
sex, magic.
All right, yeah. So you can do it. You see, you see these magical spells, but you could actually see that the stairs below were starting to be pulled against themselves as the magic below was whatever is down there seemed like a powerful wizard on its own merit, and it was somehow starting to draw that staircase or that elevator room down. But the seal has been replaced. It takes some time. You are late afternoon, as I have so decided.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I believe it's the 10th of Nunch. Nurts?
Yearns.
Yes, my favorite month.
10th of Nusha.
Nusha. Yes, I know it well.
Yes, Ellen's Folly.
Boy, my mother would often bake a pie.
For the Festivus of Normanderver.
I think we lost Eric briefly.
Oh, no.
what?
Yeah.
Hello?
He's on mute. He's on mute, Eric.
Oh, okay.
No,
You're soft.
he wasn't just
My
on mute,
computer
he was
couldn't
gone.
take. My computer couldn't take the pie talk. It overloaded my system.
It overloaded
man.
my system too, man. I don't blame you for that. So anyhow, you guys have come back to the surface. It's mid-evening, and even at it seems like Ellen's Folly, that crimson comet is visible even just in the afternoon sun, where you can only see it at night before. So it's getting brighter. It must be getting closer to the anointed time.
Gnarly.
Yeah, that probably means we need to stop the whatever's going on in the pit.
Yeah, pretty soon.
But every time we come out here, we get so
Shield?
fucked up. We got to go back to town.
Does anyone have a spare shield?
No.
Grab a board, buddy.
Does Hudo have one?
I thought I did, but
I have to check his character sheet.
Shield times 2. Hudo has written down.
Oh,
He only has one now because he threw his shield and his sword down.
Both, not only the magic sword, but also his shield.
Of course, I told you that he
Apparently so.
threw it down and bear hugged it and grabbed it. Right? You can't be wearing a shield and do that.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, you guys can decide what to do. I'm gonna go get another drink of water. Would you like to keep your wonderful faces on the stream, or would you like me to put up the whatchamajigger?
No, we're good. We have nothing to hide.
File break. We could use your piss jug.
All right then.
Yeah,
Whatever
you're
you
not a
just
real
said.
gamer if you don't have a jar handy.
I'm gonna go get it.
I don't have a jar handy. That's just
Stay
nasty.
at your
Derek.
post, sir.
All right, fine.
You will remain at your post.
Show the logo or not.
Logo branding is always a good thing. That's what
He
I
got
like.
impatient. He was fine.
Yeah, he's
All
like,
right,
screw you guys. Doop-a-doop-a-boop-boo. Ba-doop-a-doop-doo-doo-doo. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-doo. Da-ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba-da-dee. Ba-bam-ba-bam-bam. Oh, that's lame-o. Thanks for that. Sending me that book, Thaddeus. That's pretty sweet. Where'd you find that? Or can he hear me?
It's not safe, Craig.
Oh, sorry. I can't save my save. I can't share my screen on Safari. Inferior Apple product. This computer is old. That's all there is to it.
I'm making my son, so his alter ego is Sir Griffin, so I'm making him a Sir Griffin for Christmas. It'll be a painted miniature. He'll have a guy on foot and a guy on horseback.
That's fantastic, dude. That's
28
cool.
millimeter. It'll be a Bretonian miniature from Warhammer.
Nice. Oh man, good stuff.
White and blue are the colors he's chosen.
Very nice.
We'll do a white. I'm looking for a white transfer of a Griffin. I know you can print them out, and I might need to enlist your help on that. I mean, I don't want to give somebody $20 for, free pre-cut up.
Right.
It's just ridiculous what this old Warhammer shit goes for.
Oh, I'm not surprised at all.
I mean, people are selling a one sheet of transfers for $10.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if anyone's paying it, but I mean, that's what's on eBay. I mean, you can't go to a store and buy this shit. It's been out of print for, at least 10 years.
I've got a Empire War Wagon that's still in the box. That was from, God, what edition was that? It's old. It's just one of my favorite Empire minis. It's ridiculous. It's got like 6 guys riding in this wagon. It's a giant, it's a ridiculously sized wagon. And one guy has a rifle that's like, does a strength 10 hit. And then one guy's got a man catcher that does the same things, like strength 10 damage. It's ridiculous, man. And then one guy's got like a Gatling gun, and then the rest are just normal dudes with like crossbows and stuff. But it's I just love that. I loved it so much. I got 2 and painted one. I don't know where that is, but the other one is still in the box. I have it in my secret stash. I was Empire all the way.
Talking about Brasco's secret stash?
Yeah, I was old Warhammer minis that I still have in a box that I haven't painted or even taken out.
Oh.
So back in the old days when I used to play Warhammer Fantasy Battles.
Daddy, so you paint a lot of minis. What do you primarily paint and play?
Mostly just D&D stuff. Frostgrave is a game I'm doing. I'm doing some Witch Hunters for that. I'm a big fan of like the 80s and 90s Warhammer stuff. That's what I grew up with.
That's good stuff.
Mordheim, Necromunda, 40K. But the old stuff, I really don't like a lot of the new miniatures. They're really complicated, and I'm not the greatest painter that ever lived. I just block out the colors and then give them a wash, get the highlights, and seal them and use them for playing.
I saw you raised the voice of some Kickstarter for like some sculptor that does like kind of old school fantasy miniatures. That was pretty cool, man. I wouldn't have seen that had you not mentioned it. I thought it was.
I emailed this guy. I wanted these guys for a Gladiator game I'm doing.
Oh, sweet, dude.
And he said, "Well, listen, I'm not making any more. Just send me 20 pounds sterling, and he sent me like a shitload of me. He sent me like 3 or 4 every
Wow.
day. So I think these guys will be like the bad guys. I've just started on this guy. There'll be 2 of them, and there'll be some of the bad guys.
That's awesome.
And then the players will just be humans and dwarves and stuff. Here's a Conan. This is an alternate. So I'm doing an alternate sculpt of. This is going to be for a Hero Quest, but nicer than the Hero Quest miniatures. I want to be able to give my son, by the time he's old enough to leave by the time he's old enough to play Hero Quest, but not the way we play it now.
All right.
The way we play now is just like smash and bash, but I have some nice miniatures that are proxies for all the you got the dwarf is Herluff. These are the names he's come up with my help. Zengar is the elf.
Nice.
Zengar.
The I let him watch Kargoth the Barbarian, and was like, oh shit, this is really
that is
violent.
my favorite cartoon ever.
Well, I was like, oh, this is cool, and then he lopped up someone's head, and there was a fountain of blood splurting. Like, oh, we're not gonna watch this. No, I want to watch it. No, we're not watching it.
Yeah.
A rainbow of pain.
A whole spectrum of pain.
It was so great.
Yeah, never made it past the pilot, right?
No, it's too
They just did
expensive
one
to do
episode.
frame-to-frame
I think they said it was
yet.
going to cost too much to.
Frame
to
to frame
produce.
is super expensive.
Oh yeah, makes sense. I still think of the wizard with the magic idol where he pushes his. Now watch it dance. Look at its power, barbarian. Love that.
The giant pigeons are that was just epic. Cover yourself in the droppings.
Yeah, there's a lot of good part. The part where they roll the dice to decide who goes and talks to Korean.
Oh yeah, and then the list. It's the same guy for every die roll. Oh man, brilliant!
It's a tragedy they haven't done like a reissue of Hero Quest.
Yeah.
At some point.
So my understanding is the name is owned by one company, right? You could probably buy them. They're a small press publisher. You could pay them off. And then Games Workshop did the miniatures and owns the rights to those. And Milton Bradley did the game and the rest of the components. So it's this huge, it's like if you win the lottery, you might be able to get lawyers and throw money at people until they relent.
So I remember seeing the box for it. Do you know anything about a GW branded Advanced Hero Quest?
Yes, I know all about it.
What was the deal with that?
So Advanced Hero Quest it added new tiles. It had mercenary characters. It's more rules. It's more of everything. I don't think it's worth it for what you get. You can get all the rules online and look at it, make your own decision. I wouldn't pay the collect. I mean, I have 3 copies of Hero Quest. I'm a Hero Quest aficionado, but as a game, it's a kid's game. Okay, it doesn't it's not something you and your friends are going to want to play unless you're pretty drunk or you want a really light game.
I'm equally as obsessed with Talisman, so
I have 2 copies of Talisman. I have. I believe this is the 3rd edition, Craig.
Yeah, is it the black and gold?
No, it's this one.
I have the black. I have the 2nd edition. Yeah.
I have 2 copies of this. I think this is the 3rd edition.
Nice.
But this is not late 80s, early 90s GW art. I mean, it's just so fucking good.
That game, Talisman was our. Well, there was no Magic the Gathering in the 80s, so like when we were, if the hour was late and we still wanted to play and D&D wasn't an option, you just broke that out, and it was still fun.
I'm back now. Are you going to the bathroom, Eric?
He's got a catheter. He's fine.
He didn't like that. It kicked him out of the stream again. He knocked himself out.
Oh, jeez. Damn. More mischief.
All right, fellas. Are we ready?
I think so.
Are you back, Eric?
Yep, I am. Let's do it.
There we go. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right,
so we're heading back to town, I guess.
Oh, really?
Well, look. I'm the only one that's super beat up.
And the wizard. He had to use his blood.
No spells. Yeah.
No spells.
Oh, I forgot. He did take a hit. Yeah.
Even though the comment is mocking us, we need to probably.
What comment is mocking you?
The comment.
The
Yeah.
comment.
Oh,
Not a
comment.
comment.
I thought you said comment, and I was like, oh.
No,
Not
comment.
like, man, Courtly Campbell really said something that got my goat. No, it was
No,
it was
Court-
the
Courtney's
comment,
cool.
not the comment.
Comment. C-O-M-E-T.
So around here, the comment is known as Ellen's Folly.
Ellen's Folly. Correct. Ellen's Folly is mocking us. But we must proceed to town.
Okay.
Whatever happened to Ellen, anyways? Like, what did she do? Who was Ellen, and what was her folly?
I don't know.
Okay.
Nobody knows, I guess.
We can ask in town, I guess. Hey, hello, fellow Barthian.
Barthians.
Hail adventure! Please tell me about Ellen and her folly.
Hey, Barthers.
Barthists,
Barthonians.
Barthians.
Barfs.
All right, as I recall, it's about a half day back to town.
Okay.
Oh, no, I think it's a full day. So, but it is evening right now because normally you get here at night, right? So are you going to camp or...
Well, it'd be unwise to.
I'm weak. I must rest.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
probably at least give him a chance to get his spells back.
Okay.
Get something.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Now it's been sealed once more to be forever lost and forgotten until the next party of adventures arrives.
Until more blood is spilled to open it.
All right, so knock off rations and such. And who is Calson? Oh, Calson is employed by Shola.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm running low.
Strike
No, I'm not. Sorry, it's all 9 days of rations.
So are you staying here or are you going to camp somewhere else? Because I don't know if you remember, but you're kind of along my fantastic map of the area. Why is that? Why are you laughing right now?
I was thinking about a joke Eric told me earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
This map is so bad.
Good. It's
What are you
good.
talking about? I thought Brasco drew it. That's how good it is.
He's a cartographer as well. All right,
Jeez.
so where are you guys going to camp?
I'm just kidding, Brasco. I love your art.
Thanks, man. I'm not a very good map drawer, actually.
Oh,
I'm okay. at that.
subscribe to JDR's Patreon.
I'm very aware of his work. Yeah, I remember this valley here.
Oh, I wrote Ellen's Folly in the Twitch stream as opposed to like the actual.
They're like, what are you talking about?
All the viewers recording the lore of the Emergent Empires, I'm sure.
Write it down in your copybooks. This will be on the test.
Yep.
Yeah, at least maybe this way I'll actually keep track of it.
There you go.
So yeah, where are you guys camping? You can just move the Jarn token.
Should we just relight the campfire of whoever the heck was up here last time?
Yeah. Just
Yeah, it does.
their camp.
Likely bandits.
So we light that fire and then we go camp somewhere else.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's an old cowboy trick.
So I guess, I don't know, away from the pit, that's all I got.
Someone's been lighting my campfire.
Yep. We always have a cold camp away from.
So we do know people are around. I do kind of like the idea of like lighting whatever that
I
was and like
think that's a
camping
great
out this
idea.
way instead.
Yeah,
Down.
big boy. That is worth the effort.
Assuming that
Who's going over to that campsite?
Not
Okay.
me.
I was gonna say, assuming that they're not there,
I'll go. Why not?
I'll definitely go.
I'll go.
We should probably go. I mean,
So
would be the smart-
3 of us will go, and then the rest come.
Being that I'm the thief, I should probably go on the skullduggery mission.
especially since Jason really wanted us to see it first.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show the map off. I just wanted to show the map off, really.
I forgot about that.
All right.
Playing the Seinfeld theme.
So how
What's the deal with these bandits?
What's the deal with these campsites getting burned up?
Bust open her own. Hey, Jerry.
It's lighting the campfire.
Hey,
how much are you going to search around this campsite, or are you just going to gather some of the wood and then start a fire, Shola?
I am going to sort of like I'll scout the perimeter first, and then if I don't see any sign of activity, I'll move in and see if there is any any supplies or anything left, like what's in it. So if you could give me a general description first.
It looks relatively barren until you get on top of it, but you do recall that they had a ton of supplies and stuff stacked up along this wall, and that the actual people that were in the band seemed relatively like hill folk from around the area. They're just called hill folk. They're kind of barbarians that are around, but they were led by Keldoran, by all appearances, who was still in his Legionnaire's armor, if you remember.
Yeah, he's the band leader.
Yeah, and the campsite itself was well maintained and very protected, and you can even see like some area where they had, like dug small trenches, or they created, like a place to go to the bathroom, and then they covered up, and it was a really well maintained camp. But along this wall, you actually find it looks like some blood and bits, and it doesn't take too much for you to figure out that they must have had like a captive over here.
Oh shit. Okay, so yeah, I'll spend some time, like I'll kind of go over to them, let them know what happened, then I'll spend like 10 more minutes sort of searching this area to figure out what happened, and then I'll light the campfire.
It looks like they just moved out whenever they did. Some of the guys making heavier tracks from carrying stuff.
And, let's see here.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm done.
I'll look around, just look around, scan the area. I mean, what can we see? Are there tracks or anything that are figured out or anything? Like anything that's obvious that might, I guess, point to trouble? Like, I mean, can we tell how, about when they left the fire? Is it totally dead?
Roll a d6. Yeah, you don't really know.
Okay.
It was, as I recall, you guys camped up here, and didn't you see like some kind of creature moving around the pit and doing some stuff?
And then we tried to scout it. Yeah.
And then you hid, but I think that was like, it's been like a day or two since this group was over here, if I recall.
Okay.
Dang old Sam Squatch.
Yeah.
Pumpkin the Sam Squatch.
Yeah, freaking owlbear. Or some sort of owl beast. Screw that. That thing was terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Jeez.
Right, so
Okay.
where are you actually going to camp? Were you going to try to find tracks or something, or?
Yes, I do. I want to go see if I can find some obvious ones, and then kind of trace them around and see if I can maybe, see what I can see from it.
All right, so when you look around, all you can find is the tracks of them moving around. You don't find any of the trail of them leaving. Apparently, El Mornin is not the tracker that he would like to be.
Well, do we want to set up camp here then?
I think we were talking about setting camp a little farther away.
Oh, really?
Like
But,
lighting a decoy campfire here and then going off.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, cool. Okay. Do you want now, if we're doing a decoy campfire, do you want to get close enough be far enough away so you can see if anybody comes in to check it out, or do you just want to, or is that just to make sure we don't get any attention. So,
Yeah, I like that idea. I mean, there was that ridge where we checked them out before. But that would mean sleeping without a campfire again.
That's fine.
Unless anybody knows how to dig like a Dakota fire hole.
So does everyone understand this map?
yeah, these ruins, right? Like these gray.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different ruins. Like this is a low valley, so these are the ridges to either side. So it's up onto these upper ridges here and here. And the forest is pretty heavy around here, but it's just small copses of trees and ruins and stuff all around here. But on the far side, to the far west, is where the anvil is, which is this large hill that goes above all the others that is shaped kind of like an anvil. So, like, all in all, this whole thing is probably 3 or 4 miles long.
Oh, wow.
My initial thought was decoy fire and like
Camp on the
camp
ridge.
back towards the ridge, but open to what the party
No,
thinks.
that's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, so scratch your rations, and nothing happens that night, and the next day dawns. All right, you head through the anvils back to Barth,
Yes.
and we return to Barth. Another day of rations gone,
Wow. Okay.
and you're back in Barth. Nothing happens.
How about that?
So correct me if I'm wrong. In that day we used 1.5 days, we used 3 rations.
Well, it's a day to get there. You can't.
No, I mean you asked us to do rations 3 times in like the last 20 minutes. That's why I was curious.
Well, I think I had said it previously. No, it was
Okay.
it would have just been the one.
Twice since leaving the
Okay, cool.
dungeon.
Sorry, I just wanted to double check.
Yeah, twice because it was the night that night, right? So it took 1 day to get there. So you would have camped 1 day. The next day you searched the whole area, right? And you didn't find the place. It probably was another day. I'm not even sure because you guys searched a long time before you found that.
Yep.
You like searched for a whole day looking for a way into the pit, if you recall. And that's when you found the thing. The next day you actually opened up the seal, went in, and came back out, and then camped, and then went back.
Yeah, we weren't down there for very long. We just like went in the hole and came back up. That's why I was confused.
I was confused too because I feel like you camped down in the hole.
We did. That was that night where we camped overnight. We didn't camp in the hole. We camped in the stairwell of the ruin.
Oh yeah,
And
we
then-
rotated like way too complicated,
that.
like in and
Yeah, that
out.
was-
That's when
Yeah.
that's when I saw or someone saw, and we
creature.
went and tracked that owlbear. Oh, it was me and JDR.
That actually
That's-
was in the hole. It wasn't just in the deeper hole, right?
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
were we hadn't gone down into this, like we hadn't gone down into the ruin proper where the wizard was sealed yet.
You had the first place was like there were skeletons and some nastiness, but you
Yeah,
still
yeah.
broke the seal to get down there. So the whole thing was like this sealed area.
Okay, yeah. We just hadn't gone into the second level yet.
No, yeah, it was just the first part.
The sub basement or whatever.
Yeah, sub basement. Got
Anyway.
a permit for that?
So maybe I had misjudged. Maybe it wouldn't have taken a whole. Maybe I had you down in there longer because you shouldn't have been down there that long.
Maybe we were just hungry.
The only reason I'm asking is because I didn't have enough rations.
I don't know.
I would have
whatever.
had.
It doesn't
That's
matter.
fair.
I wouldn't question.
Sorry, I'm done.
No, dude, that's totally fair.
Well, hey, you're not having a meaningful campaign if you're not keeping track of time.
No, it's
Thanks,
true.
Gary.
Oof.
All right, so you've returned to Barth. Now what?
Well,
We lick our wounds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
did
the
we get
healing's-
anything out of any of that?
We
lick-
did.
Oh,
You got a ton of stuff.
Well, a little bit.
well,
I think we got a ton. Thanks.
a
We-
net loss of a magic short sword.
Yeah. We got a little bit of gold though.
Okay.
We'll have to scroll up like from like a month ago to see.
Yeah, so
Sweet.
Just look
I don't
at
have any XP or treasure from the last 2 sessions prior to this one. Let me see.
No, it was 2 sessions ago.
There actually are no XP in this game.
Oh.
Can't tell if trolling or
Let me throw down some troll emotes in the chat.
yeah, we got some.
The last I see is the brass necklace with scroll inscription some scroll inscription that says in 190 here. Let me just do this.
Oh yeah. I do have. Okay.
The arrows.
Yeah, that stuff.
Yep.
Nice.
Pardon me.
Good, because I was
Yeah, cool.
pretty poor. Okay.
So we got a little bit of money. Some magic arrows to make up for a magic sword. So the brass necklace had like a scroll inscription on it.
Indeed, apparently.
Don't read it.
Cool. I hope it's a sweet cone-based spell.
Maybe at first. That's funny.
Well, and if it wasn't, it will be now.
Cone of cold.
Cone power. Sometimes I eat bugles. Sometimes I eat ice cream cones.
Sometimes it's a waffle
They're
cone.
cone-shaped food.
that Dr. Evil voice, I just hear liquid hot magma.
It would have waffle imprints. Its deliciousness.
Some scroll inscription. I have no idea what I was doing.
Man, there's nothing like trying to read your own DM notes and you're like, dude, what did I even say?
What does this say? Squirrel?
Sometimes
power?
my players take better notes than I do. And
Yeah, I'm gonna start leaving gifts to like future me and putting like archaic phrases next to items just to see what happens.
I like that.
All right, so we're back at Triton's, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Sure, sounds
That's
good.
right. To try.
I do really like these like little backsplash things. By the way, Jason,
I can tell.
Yeah, it's cool.
Sure, whatever.
dude, that's just me. But I really
No,
like
it is.
these Triton's things a lot.
Yeah, I dig it.
I think to me they're more impactful than I'm staring at a map.
Yeah, top down.
Yeah, so Triton's, I don't know if you recall, but it's actually the bar is on a lower. It's like in the basement, and then because you walk downstairs into the whole bar, and then there's a common room, and the inn portion is above.
Okay.
Triton's is a tall 3-story building. Entrance steps down into a sub-basement, and private rooms are reached with stairs into the upper levels. It is owned by a stoic Uthram named Ruslin.
Ruslin. He cooks a mean goblin barbecue.
All right.
Let's divide up that loot.
The loot.
Find out what these things are if we can. Do you have a? How does identification work in BX again? Like the spell.
I don't think there is one.
I've
been playing so much OD&D. It's just detect magic, so I couldn't remember what it was in BX.
I think you have to pay a specialist to identify your magic items.
Okay.
Or something of that nature.
Because we have this like these probably some sort of bonus magical arrows that wizard scroll, which I don't know, probably Thaddeus can decipher himself, and this altar cloth of a strange material that we've never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say, Justin? Sorry.
I will not.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm already wearing it like a shawl.
I rub my face on it. It's nice and soft.
More like a shroud.
Ooh.
Like a shroud, sure. It's pretty cool.
Slowly start losing body mass until you become skeletal. And
Nice. It's actually cheese wrapping.
It's a Rodashan cheese wrapping.
We think it's
Cheese cloth.
magical.
It smells quite good-ish.
Yeah, it's very pungent.
God, dude.
It's a very shock. Do you actually have any cheese in this
With the
show?
-1 to reaction rolls.
Yeah, but like to get this stuff checked out if we can. I don't know. I guess the good place to start for me would be Scimitar, but or the creepy healer guy,
Yeah, the creepy healer guy just.
or Thaddeus.
Yes. So I'm new around here. Is there a creepy healer guy?
There is a creepy healer guy. He can help you, but he's quite creepy, and some after effects might happen,
Oh,
which happened to me, and I still don't know exactly what those are.
Totally not a sort of reanimator style necromancer.
No, not at all.
hey Hobbs. That rest that we had. Am I still -3 con?
You would have got 1 back.
1. Okay. All right. Just trying to understand the circumstances. Thank you.
I would have given you a sad chuckle if it was permanent con drain.
You're like, you get the foreboding
But
feeling.
instead, you get a happy chuckle, Stu.
Good. Good.
You get
Hobbs
0.3.
provides the chuckling in this stream.
Yeah, you get 0.3 con back.
Repeating, of course.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So I almost remember nothing about the town of Barth.
Okay. Is there a wizard that we could consult to identify magic items?
So I don't know if you recall, but Barth is strongly, like the Uthram themselves, are strong followers of Animar.
Yes.
And there isn't a ton of wizardry that goes on, mostly chosen by the Baron Zarkov, I believe is his name.
What?
Sort of all underground. Personally, I think Scimitar is a secret wizard, but I don't have any proof.
Well, that's what makes it more interesting.
Exactly.
Black market ID service.
There is Outtown.
Right.
Let's go back to the map.
That's what everybody wants to say.
Yeah, it's a car. Yeah, so there's a foreign quarter. I don't really remember anything about any wizards being about, to be honest. There likely is some, or are some, but that is a mystery to y'all.
That's certainly not common knowledge. Like, we would have to ingratiate ourselves with the right people to find that out, right?
Correct.
Probably. Okay.
Does anyone have a relationship with? Let's see, what was the bartender's name? Rustin.
Roslyn?
I don't.
Throw a few coins his way and ask.
Yeah, I guess we could try and sweet talk him.
Sure, I'll talk to him. You said he was in Uthram. I'll start off making small talk about surrounding area back home and what brought him out this way, and maybe eventually pivot to one of the weirdos that helped me out of a bad spot, who is looking for other book nerds.
Any nerds around here?
Nerds!
I've got noogies for you.
He would immediately be drawn to Nebuchadnezzar and Ulamataz's constant arguing concerning who was the better, Conicus or
Cylindros.
Cylindricus.
Cylindricus.
I think we all know now that it's Cubicus.
I see no Cubicus wizards here.
Just kidding. We can't read that scroll. Only Thaddeus can read the inscription.
Yeah.
We have no idea.
All right, let's see. How many coins are you offering him? And why don't you make a reaction roll?
Okay, yeah, sure. So buy a drink and maybe slide him in an extra 2 gold pieces. And I will roll. I count for that. Base reaction 8.
So he's like, yeah, I see that you are staying with those foreign folk. And I'm surprised you abide by that.
Well, I owe the dwarf a debt for supplying my smithy with fine ore for many years. Odd circumstances bring odd company, etc., etc.
You know the drill.
I don't know anything about any nerdicusses.
Does he hawk a spitball at him?
But I can tell you, some folk are say Ellen's Folly, the scatter from it has fallen into the steppes north of the anvils. Surely if we could gather up some of that stardust, it would have unknown value.
Space rocks.
Do we know that the star stuff? Is that something like the dwarves use too? I mean, there wasn't. You say there's what was it? There's the guy. Was it Starbeard or whatever? Is that relevant?
Kynox silver something?
No, there was. Well, sort of. It's where is he? It's too much. Kynox Star Rock, smelter of the Starstone of Arendor. So,
I remember that.
does that have anything to do with, like that kind of thing, or?
Yeah, the legendary Star Sword. That's right.
Are you asking me a question, Justin?
Yeah, I am, man.
I'm not sure how to answer that.
Well, I mean,
this is what the dude said. That's what.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't know if I knew. That's really what I was asking. Is would I know if falling like comets would have something to do with the way that the star metal was used, or if they harvested it or something?
That sounded more like something fell to Earth that they could actually do stuff. In fact, to Elmore, this sounds like the folly of a drunken Uthram.
Gotcha.
Sounds pretty whimsical.
Yeah, I was surprised. I'm like, that's
God, that is. Yes.
We got some whimsy.
Eric laughed so hard he got kicked off the stream.
Again?
All right, what's next?
Problem is where it's located. The close tab button. But yeah.
Well, I mean,
You're closing yourself out?
No, when I switch tabs.
Oh.
So if we're looking for healing, we're gonna have to return to Gentleman Creepoid.
Ugh.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, creepy graveyard guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he's harmless.
Yeah. Totally.
Greg thinks he's gonna have a dagger in our bag.
No, and Briseis is still like got some itchy spots and stuff. Some weird aches and pains. And
She's got the grave itch.
something like that.
The dude lives in a charnel house on a hill.
Yeah, I mean,
hill
there's
of
that problem.
graves.
There's that issue too. He, like,
Not sketchy at all.
Yeah, like deals with dead bodies. And
If
stuff.
that means anything to you, Stu.
Yeah, all right.
I think he was like hired to clean up to take care of all the thing. It was an old graveyard that they had built some things on that they were. I can't remember it all. I'd have to like watch the stream to find out what I said.
Yeah,
I think yeah.
He's a handler.
I think he's
of the
he's ostensibly like the graveyard keeper, like charnel house keeper, but he's clearly like some sort of reanimator scientist who
Oh yeah, he's like a barber gravedigger.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good dude.
Yeah. Multi talented.
Good dude to know for sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, until
I mean, after the rest, it probably puts Olmataz and myself like half HP, right? So,
I didn't say Ulmataz healed.
oh,
I'm just kidding.
To
Jeez.
go off topic for a second, because
Treachery, Hobbs.
Hobbs, have you ever read The Throne of Bones by Brian McNaughton?
Maybe.
Okay, because there's a short story in there that reminds me so much of the character that you made for that guy. So I was just really curious.
I don't know if I have or not, honestly.
All right, that's all.
I think I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, so and I almost feel like we've reached an impasse. Is there a reason you're trying to heal each other and you don't want to rest? Because I do think that there is sort of an unspoken urgency, just because Shola knows Cibitar isn't anyone that you would want to cross, and you basically took a job.
Well, yeah, there's that, and I feel like the comet has like just from like a Eric feeling, have like the comet has to do something with a ritual in the pit, and that we're losing time, and because we have to keep coming back to town to heal every time we go there, and it's costing us a lot of time.
Well,
I think as a GM, I should probably reiterate the idea that many campaigns are taking place in the emergent empires simultaneously.
Mm.
Something like a comet is going to be visible in almost all of them.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that in a Kalmata game, actually.
so in other words,
Yeah, don't worry about it.
It may or may not
may not
be
have anything
something.
to do with it.
But the
Right.
thing to think about is, what would all of these cults and religious orders and faux religious orders, and they're all going to feel like it means something, and it's going to mean
Yeah.
something different to all of them. So it may or may not have something to do with anywhere, right?
Makes sense.
It's just it's a
Oh,
rising
good
of
point.
intensity around all of the campaigns and all the stories that are going to be told, because it is a juxtaposition. It does mean something, and someone's
Yeah.
probably right on what it
Well, what
means.
does? Yeah, I didn't even think about that. So,
Well,
what would
that's
my
kind of
faith
why I
say
was
about that?
afraid.
What
Didn't even
is
think about it.
Briseis? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, like what is Iana's? What's the symbology in that? In
I
that
don't
faith?
necessarily remember where the Ellen's Folly came from. I would say that must be in this area, so it must be, perhaps it was someone who was a follower of Animar, and grew too strong in her own vanity and felt like she was going to do something. And Animar took her to forever circle the land of desire, which is the planet that you all live on. And that's why it's
Oh,
called Ellen's Folly.
interesting.
But, obviously she must have had some power, because she was near ascension herself. But her vanity and jealousy of the other gods, maybe Ayana stopped her from reaching that pinnacle in Animar, cursed her to circle that which she desired as opposed to ever reaching it.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Did somebody write all that down?
No, but I can remember that.
In my mind palace.
My
Because I
well,
might
the
have
goddess is
just made it
responsible
up.
for-
I don't know.
Yeah, my goddess is responsible for this tragedy that is befallen Ellen.
Is
I
that
hope
how
there's
you
no animosity with that.
have you? I mean, that's how you took that. Is her jealousy of Ayana caused her to be thrown off of the planet, and that was Ayana's fault?
That seems well. I'm looking at it always in the most negative light. So if there's any, uh, like there could be animosity towards my deity because of that,
Well, as
possibly.
you found that on this side of the world, Diana isn't well
Isn't
thought
well
of.
liked. Yeah, right. Yep. So that's a concern.
Yeah, you may be the target of some
Increased target.
And there is, I
Increased
do
target.
believe there was also a meeting of a bestial cult that was supposed to take place.
Oh.
You guys found that when you found the poisoner's secret stash, Eric?
Sorry, would you restate the question?
Do you remember the forged invitation that you
Yes.
found?
To the cult of the Call of the Beast.
Yeah, and when was the date of
Oh.
that?
It was like 2 weeks.
The summer solstice on the 16th or something like that is what I
Yeah.
believe.
Okay.
Which, if the calculations of the Conicus are correct, would likely be the height of Ellen's Folly's brilliance.
An
Oh.
auspicious time.
I really want to go check out the cult of the Call of the Beast stuff. Like personally, I find that super interesting, and we have the robes and the forged invitations. But like, we really need to take care of this pit thing for Simbatar.
Yeah, I don't want Sibitar
Speaking
cutting
of
our throats in the middle of the night.
Yeah, we don't want to cross her.
I would like to, if it's possible, maybe get involved in a game. I know you don't really have carousing rules in this, right? So I was just gonna try and get involved in maybe some gambling and see if anyone in the group like knows anything, or see what I can get from that.
Let me see here.
A little social gaming.
Well, social gaming.
So,
Some
like,
research.
where do you want to do that? Do you want to try to do that here at Triton's? Do you want to go to
Wherever there's a group. I mean,
the High Counselor? I mean, you know of three. You really know of 4 bars.
probably not the High Counselor, just because I don't want to. They're just going to end up looking down on me.
Well, the
And
High
then-
Counselor is not a highfalutin bar. It's in the foreign quarter.
I thought they didn't like us there either.
Well, that's Sibitar's place.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll try both of those. I'll try it here, and then I'll try the other place.
Well, there's also the Drowned Rat.
Where's the drowned rat?
That's down on the docks.
That's the dove.
That's
Yeah.
where down on the docks is where you always seem to find those 2, Paxton and
Yeah.
Edmer.
Oh yeah.
Stu is like, how many sessions of this? It seems like we did do a lot now when we look back, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's been a few.
It seems
Yeah,
like
there's a lot
we.
of light. I'm hanging out, listening to you guys bicker about all the things that were happening before I showed up.
I'll go to the not the drowned rat, but the I'll try Triton's first.
That's where you are now.
Yeah. If I can find a group there, I'll try and join it.
There's obviously another inn called the Wall, but we haven't. No one's ever gone there yet.
The wall.
Where's that?
So
This
this is the Wall here. It's like a really massive inn that's been put right against the.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And I think any of the rumors that we've actually heard about the Wall was it might be yours, Eric.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Like there could be rumor that it's a brothel and there's a way into Zakar's keep through it.
I have that rumor that there's a way through Zothar's Keep. I said nothing about a brothel though, so I didn't know about that part.
Well,
Oh, okay.
I'm also specifically I'm not necessarily looking for information that's not. I'm not looking for information that is that would take us away from the pit. So I'm looking for information that might have to do with the pit. I may not find anything, but that's specifically what I'm looking for. Like maybe I don't know if there are any. Because we saw people, not just the beast men. So I guess where would I want to go? Because if there are people, that means and this is kind of a rugged area, so some of those people might have some business here. Like there might be somebody that either works for them, or somebody may know something, or something. So if I don't know if I could catch somebody just having a slip of the tongue, or loose lips or whatever, but that's kind of the stuff I'm looking for. Whether or not I find it, whatever, but that's what I'm looking for.
So there must be a game that they play, and it looks like it's some sort of a card game. Because just found a picture of Tritons here. And it looks like these guys don't mess around with their drinking either, because the one dude's passed out at the bar. And this other guy seems pretty fired up about this game. So there must be a game of some sort of chance or surprising involved in it. The dude who's like spilling his beer on himself. You see that?
Oh, bro, that'll totally toast their value, dude. You got to put those in a sleeve.
Yeah. So I'm thinking the game is actually called Placards, because the cards are usually made of wood, and they have a sheen on them, and they're the same cards that some people, superstitious people of the hill folk, which are all around this area of Uther, also use these same cards to tell the future.
Oh, so sort of like a mahjong type thing. That's cool. That's cool.
You can certainly get into a game of Placards if you so desire.
Please write me the rules for Placards right now, Dungeon Master. I wish to play.
All right, it's pretty much just going to be a roll.
Oh, okay.
No
Nice
fancy
try.
cards here.
Nice try. I would say any of the locals could be familiar with Placards. So I won't give you any minuses as far as that goes. Otherwise, I'm not saying you're an expert at it either. So let's see how you do. Roll a d6.
4.
4. All right. So this isn't a high-end game, but you still lose 6 gold pieces playing Placards. But roll your reaction roll.
Ooh, with a 5 charisma.
Oh boy.
That's brown, sorry. There you go. He loses and then spits in someone's face, accusing them of cheating.
6 isn't that bad. But it is mediocre. Basically, as far as anything goes, so you're specifically interested in the area around the anvils, even more to be more precise, that valley and the pit itself.
Yeah. Anything related to that.
Yeah, none of these guys seem to know anything when you try and lead in that direction.
Okay.
There is one fella who starts some rumors about red-robed assassins, likely one of those Karamani assassins.
Karamani?
Which the Karaman League is the area around Abjamar, which during the wars with the Mibishi, the Karamani were said to have some mystical assassins.
Oh.
Probably after Zarkov himself.
Mm-hmm. Asian Zarkov.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do?
Yeah, see if we can. I guess we don't have anybody that can identify these things. So,
well, you could maybe do something with detect magic.
Is there a tailor?
I'm sure there is.
Can I just have them look at it?
I'll be right back.
I'm sure they don't. They can't. I'm sure they don't like. Oh yeah, that's this and this. But maybe they can tell me something more than I know. I'm not a tailor.
Reaction roll.
Sure.
Making a woman suit.
Yes.
Lateral.
So you head over to the tailor, and he is like, "Where did you get this? I've never seen the like."
It says, well, salvage.
He seems like a very angry guy by the way he speaks. Governor.
Oh, chill out. Why are you so angry? It's just cloth.
Geez, you rolled a 5 on a reaction roll. What do you expect?
Well, fair enough, sir. Good day to you.
No, but he definitely seems quite surprised by its make. You do read that from him, but he doesn't seem to really know where it's from or anything. But he is just a lowly tailor making dresses in Barth.
Are there any clothiers or something besides him?
Does anybody else want to do anything?
I don't know if now's the time or if it's kind of derailing, but at some point, I'd be interested in seeing if there's a blacksmith in Barth and kind of going by, talking shop, trying to get some rapport before I eventually reveal like the etchings that my master was asked to stamp into weapons and see if they seem familiar to anybody. If you want to put a pin in that and come back to it at some point, I get it.
I think what I'll do is we're kind of well into it, the area that we could probably figure some stuff out on the Discord. So
Yep.
What I think we should do is wrap this up, but you guys put all these things, like each of you pick something that maybe, I don't know, I'm assuming you're not going to spend a long time here, but you're going to rest up for a day or two and then head back into the anvils, back to the pit of Vitash. And there's no reason why you couldn't like do something in this short amount of downtime, like maybe if that's what Stu wants, or if that's what John wants to do. And it seems like
if the group wants to just beeline back to the pit, I'm also okay with that. Like if we don't want to do town stuff, it just seemed like that was the direction other people were going. We're kind of
Well, that's what he's saying is that we have like 2 days of downtime during resting, so do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. So let's wrap this up. Thaddeus, is there anything you want to? You can go back to your regular screen. Eric.
Okay.
No, however, I'm looking. So we'll play again Tuesday. Great. Good
Yeah.
game.
All right. Good.
Cleaned up that has been sticking out there for a while.
Yes, I'm excited. I mean, hopefully you guys like this game as much as the other one. If not, I mean, we can always just say, nope, this game sucks. We're playing something else. But I do think once we get back into it, we will be more fond of this, and we'll find that it fits like a nice jacket. Stu?
no, I'm good. It's always good to get together with a excellent group of players and a sufficient GM. I'm kidding, man. I just Jason, thanks for running this and for everything you do. Appreciate it.
All right, my pleasure. I believe our next day is October 1st.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for that, Stu. I appreciate it. Justin?
Yeah, I mean, the same goes for me. I mean, it's always fun, and Hobbs, it's awesome that you run these because otherwise, I don't know what I'd be playing. They're pretty fun, so I mean, you're one of the better DMs I've gamed with. So, this is always a good experience, and you guys are all awesome. I've gamed with several of you several times.
Nice.
So,
broadsword.
Yeah, broadsword. So the book, the first issue is printed and is up for sale soon. And if you want to subscribe, you can head over to my my Facebook page, Random Encounters page over there, and there are links to the site and all that. So, I mean, you can, just contact me on Facebook, Instagram, Studio, or Random Encounters. You can hit me up there.
Yeah, it's an old school dungeon type magazine with full color and mediocre art and great writing.
Full color cover. I do all the
Okay.
covers, but they're black and white interior. They're actually modeled after Dungeon Magazine.
Yeah.
So the interiors
Nice.
are very old school feeling. So
Nice.
Awesome. Eric?
Yeah, thanks for playing. Thanks for running. It was fun. Look forward to playing again, getting some more focused stuff done, hopefully in the pit. I really want to finish that sucker off so we can do all the other things that the players want to do. I feel like it's that thing hanging above that I just want to finish it. So hopefully we can get her done. Yeah, nice playing with you guys. Haven't seen y'all in a minute, so that was enjoyable. So yeah, come play some barrel maze or something with us sometime on Sunday. That's on No Win Game.
I don't know if I don't know what session this is, but it's got to be 5 or 6. And this Pit de Vitash was the starter adventure
Yeah.
and the session 1. So, Brasco.
Yeah, thanks again for running. It's good to see you guys again. I haven't played a game, period, in like 3 weeks, I think. So this is really great. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, but you look great and your English accent's getting so much better.
Oh, thanks, Governor.
So
All right, guys. I hope everyone enjoyed this little trip down Mr. Hobbs's gamerhood. I feel like the channel had a lot less technical difficulties. Maybe we're getting better. I will try and get a game set up sometime. I don't know when the next one is, but I'll put that. I got a schedule now for games and such. And other than that, I think we'll wrap this up. Won't
Sweet.
you be my gamer? I got to find the thing now. I shouldn't have done my tagline until I actually found the thing. I like the way Thaddeus just leaves.
He just bounced.
Yeah.
Thaddeus out.
He was tired.
He's been
I
up
was
since 4 o'clock, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm starting
his
to
schedule is
fade, too.
crazy.
All right, screw it. I don't know where the Agata music is, so I guess. Oh, that's what I was going to say. If you are interested in having music for your channels or for your bumpers or anything, you should check out TJ Drennan's Patreon.
What exactly is bumper music?
Like for
Like
podcasts.
outros and stuff.
Intros
Oh, I
and
didn't know it was
outros for
called that.
podcasts and stuff. Yeah.
I'm like, they make music for bumpers? What the